Sustainable energy in Australia is, I guess, something that makes me a bit frustrated. I've always felt that we should be a world leader in this space, and we're frankly not. We don't have regular emissions checks. We don't have yearly roadworthy checks like a lot of other countries do. And so that's one of the reasons why we have, per kilometre per capita, one of the highest pollutants of any vehicles anywhere in the world. I worked for a long time in a lot of jobs that I really loved, but I didn't perhaps ever really love, I guess, the mission or that longer term goal. And I knew that I needed to create something that would motivate me through all the hard things of running a startup, of running a small business. When I looked at the fact that I was good at adapting emerging technology, that I loved the outdoors, that I loved going camping and four-wheel driving, but I wanted an electric four-wheel drive and I couldn't buy one. Maybe there was an opportunity there to do something that, even at a small scale, could inspire change. And so then I started Jaunt. The idea for Jaunt was to take old four-wheel drives and turn them into electric vehicles. I guess we'd call it remanufacturing these cars.
Hey, morning, Sam.
We're not the first to put an electric motor in a classic car. But what we felt we could bring was a level of, I guess, user experience and design, and an idea that we're really building and remanufacturing a whole car rather than treating it like an engine swap. I guess if we can excite people about electric vehicles, even if they never drive one and they see them and they go, oh, electric vehicles can do that, that little spark, no pun intended, has made them think about EVs in a way that they may not have before.
Nice to meet you.
Me too. Finally.
And look at this.
And you can meet Snowgum as well.
Snowgum, look at
and
her.
You can meet her original truck engine.
Wow. One of the beauties of Dave and of Jaunt Motors is this idea of taking something that has seen a good working life already, but then upcycling it and giving it a whole new lease of life. The idea of this car being on the road for another 30 years, but doing it in a way that doesn't impact the environment, that just is such an exciting story. This car is actually going to go and have its home up in the Snowy Mountains.
Yeah.
And, you know, we feel that that's the right thing because the Snowy Mountains hydro scheme was built on the back of Land Rovers. One of the things I'm really looking forward to is just having the windows down, hearing the sounds of the bush, hearing the snow melt and the rivers in full flood over spring whilst you're out driving in the high country of Australia. It's just going to be an incredible experience.
I'm really excited about being able to put together something that makes converting old cars more accessible and more approachable to more people. Most of the skills are something that exists in every town and city in Australia. The more that we can do to grow and to bring efficiencies and scale to this process, that's where I want to see Jaunt going. We need to look at our flow of builds so that we're not holding too much stock, but we're able to keep up with the growth and the speed that we want to start producing battery boxes as we get that design right. We're working with the Bendigo Tech School, where we're doing a conversion as part of their curriculum. It's part of a program called Girls in STEAM, primarily working with female Year 10 students to do the electric conversion of one of these classic vehicles.
You have to innovate when you're taking this post-war technology and turning it into a 21st product. That's absolutely innovation.
These skills are the future of automotive, the future of mobility, and a way of getting people to think about, you know, how transport, which is a huge thing, can be more sustainable. I am frustrated when the conversation turns to, well, if this country's not doing it, then why should we? What difference does it make? And if you apply that attitude to, you know, you as an individual, well, then no one does anything. When you put electricity in an old car, suddenly you're thinking about it and you're like, it's silent. How is it? This is different. And, you know, for a big moment, you're thinking about electricity. So then you're thinking about where it's come from and how it's powered. And that conversation is helping the transition to sustainable energy. I think that we have had moments in the past where we've been world leaders in certain, and there's no reason why we can't do that again.